Hey guys, welcome to the Angry Joe Show and our Jurassic World Dominion review, fresh out of the theater. And oh my God, this thing was it was long. We're talking 2 hours, 37 minutes. And it is getting panned by critics. It's currently at 36% on Rotten Tomatoes. Are we here to tell you that the audience score will be higher? Probably, because the audience score is always higher.
What happens.
It is a series of fucking action sequences with the most contrived plot ever. Like, okay, if y'all remember my last Jurassic World, first Jurassic World I liked. Second Jurassic World, you guys didn't like, and I did my best to defend it, but even I was sliding. I did 6 out of 10 on that one. These boys did 4 out of 10 on that one each. And I was excited. I think the reason why I like that, I was excited about the idea of the dinosaurs going into the real world. And my God, this is one of those movies that it's going to divide people. If you want to just simply be entertained, I guess there's some sequences here that are all right, but there were not enough for me. If you have to turn your brain off, and I'm talking off.
Hey, for some of you, your brain doesn't work anyway. So
suspension of disbelief has been completely obliterated. This is Contrivance, the film. This is Coincidence, the film. At a point, I just started counting, like, oh, how the characters are, like, just so happen to be in the same spot, just so I have to do this and that. And after a certain, I lost count at, like, 19. Cinema Sans and all these other YouTube channels are going to have a fucking field day with how stupid and the things that happen. And but, okay, now that we got that out of the way, this is exactly what I was like, okay, are they going to fucking do it? Yes, they put dinosaurs in the real world. However, we don't spend too much time with the dinosaurs in the real world. I mean, he fucking does some fucking herding of some animals, like on horseback, but then we basically go back to the same formula that we've had before. Where it's let's go to an island. This time it is a biosyn island, and we do essentially the same fucking formula, chase sequence after chase sequence. But there are it does have dinosaurs in kind of the real world with this black market and all these subplots that really go nowhere. And, God, it is so messy, so bloated, so contrived. But here and there, sprinkled here and there are some good sequences.
There's a few
charming action
things.
Sequences, some few charming things. Yes, exactly. And I personally loved to see the entire cast back. Does that mean it's a good movie? No, it's not a good movie.
I feel like they did the same thing. Remember when they brought back Sarah Connor, but it was not a good movie, and you were super excited. It's like, that's amazing. That's how I feel.
But this one... Like I at this point, I am one of those that I love my movie to be entertaining. I did just, some people want to just sit in the theater and be entertained, and that was the person to my left who was just fucking enjoying it. And then they did this, but nobody else in the theater clapped. There were a few other. There was like some kids, but it never erupted into.
Like it cool.
If you just want to be entertained. And you want to see the old cast, this is going to have that for you. If you want a story that makes sense and you would like it to be believable, this is absolute utter garbage. It is literally, it is just forcing things to, the feeling like they feel like they're making it up as they go along. That's the feeling that you get here. And then the only time you get some semblance is when they redo the first film. Oh, there's a T-Rex, you know how the film's going to end. There's a T-Rex and there's a new dinosaur. What's going to happen at the end? What's going to happen at the end if you got the T-Rex and you got a new dinosaur? Exactly. It's just, but it's like, but we did that 5 times. I don't know how many times we did this, but it's like, okay. Anyways, this film, the majority of the time, the characters are separated and they're off on their own missions. And it wasn't really until all the characters got together that I was like, okay, I guess we're having a little bit of fun now. But God, man, it is contrived and messy, in my opinion. What did you guys think? God, Joe, you hate everything.
This thing was convoluted.
Oh, I'm a critic, right? Yeah, I critique things. I've seen a lot of fucking Jurassic Park films. I've seen a lot of movies in general, and you can tell the writing is very poor here.
Yeah, this was just 2 movies that didn't work. I didn't like either
This felt
of the
like
plots.
fucking 3 films,
Either
you know?
of the plots I didn't care about. It was ridiculous. The editing was all over the place. It was just a hot mess.
This is Colin Trevorrow, who came back after he started it all in the Jurassic World.
Wonderful.
He ended it.
Yeah.
And the marketing said this is the last film. Now, if in the far future they want to restart the Jurassic Park franchise and somebody else will play with the toys, maybe 20 years from now, that's fine. But this is the last one. Dinosaurs are now living alongside humans around the world, which makes no fucking sense. We completely obliterate all the fucking, ecological systems.
You see a little bit, but they don't really focus on it.
The foods, the ecosystem is so delicate for the species that we have now. Just dinosaurs coming in and wrecking everything, and they literally have fucking flying dinosaurs in cities. Like there would just be chaos, and people get eaten all the fucking time. But okay, as you're going to work, it's part of life now. Okay, fine. And little kids are playing with like literally dangerous fucking dinosaurs. All right.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
Alex?
Alex, what did you think?
I thought this movie looked insanely stupid in the trailers. I thought that the last movie was insanely stupid. I didn't review the first one with you, but I didn't like it. Even Jurassic World is like I see where they were going with it, but it didn't work. It's not Steven Spielberg. It's someone trying to pretend to be Steven Spielberg who is nowhere near as talented as Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
They're using John Williams music. It's not John Williams doing the music for this. They're just taking his stuff. They are taking better assets from better movies, trying to paste it on their pile of shit. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like Dr. Ian Malcolm. One big pile of shit.
Yeah.
That's what this whole series is.
One big pile of shit.
The trilogy is terrible. Weaponizing dinosaurs was probably the stupidest thing they could have possibly have done. And they went dumber in this movie.
They did.
It is fucking dumber.
They did dumber.
There's 2 movies. He said it right. There's 2 movies here. There's the Old Guard, who their movie is about grasshoppers. I'm not joking.
Locusts.
No. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Their movie is about grasshoppers.
With Jurassic Park, we're going for dinosaurs, and
the old people that we love. Dino DNA shoved in grasshoppers. And then the other people, they do stupid shit the entire time. Not really to do with dinosaurs. That's a kidnapping plot.
They had to do the clone, little girl clone plot.
In our Jurassic Park movie, I have a grasshopper plot and a stolen child plot, and none of it works.
World-spanning there's even Fast and Furious type elements here. It's like, fuck all the dinosaurs. Now we're fucking special agents, and we're going out and like fucking Claire and who's the guy? Owen are goddamn elite special forces.
They're getting hooked up with like the French CIA, and they're on like they're handling this sting operations. Like, you're a fucking dude. You're just a dude that does this. Dinosaurs
are unleashed in this underground. Okay, well, hold on. We'll do that in spoilers. But there are little dinosaurs. Danger is everywhere except for our characters that have plot armor. You know what I mean?
Dinosaurs have plot armor too. Dinosaurs in this, no one shoots at dinosaurs ever. Not once in this entire movie.
Yeah.
I don't think with guns.
No.
I can't think a single time that.
Apparently they're bulletproof.
Which is why they try to weaponize them.
It just kept going and going and going until it got to the next action sequence or chase sequence, and and I guess that's modern films now, that you don't care about the characters, but you care about the CGI and the chase and the tension and the loud
Michael
music. Bay. It's a Michael Bay. That's kind of what we said about the last ones. The script is so devoid of any kind. It's just weak.
It lacks the charm the first one had. It lost it along the way, obviously, but this one just didn't resonate. Okay,
so can you give me some sequences in the film that you did like? I liked, there's that one moment Claire is having to slowly creep away. Our friend God-Eye is going to be happy because there's dinosaurs in here that have feathers.
They have feathers.
They have feathers.
So
in this sequence, Claire's kind of, trying to get away from one and kind of going to the swamp, Arnold Schwarzenegger style. And I liked that little sequence.
God is
going
to hate
Yeah,
this
I
movie.
like it whenever they focus more on the dinosaur aspect, like that
Yeah.
one, and towards the end.
There's like 5
That's
minutes
what
of
I
that.
went there for.
Instead of the Fast and Furious CIA agent
Yes.
thing.
There's some
black market stuff.
Black market, yeah.
They do some real. I mean, if you want cute baby dinosaurs, there's a bunch of them, and they are adorable. And there are like times where I'm like, oh, that's great. And then there's some cool
Yeah.
callback from Member Berries with swapping of characters and doing some cool
Member
things. Those sequences are kind of fine. That is 5 minutes of this 2.5 hour long shit fest.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make up for any of it.
Yeah. And you kept waiting for them to get together. Wow, this is a long film. Finally, they get together, and I guess don't really do much. I mean, they kind of we face. What is the big baddie here? The big bag is the Giganotosaurus. Did I get that right? Giganoto.
I thought it was corporate greed.
I thought it was corporate guy.
Giganotosaurus
that one
is
too.
the big dinosaur.
He
I'm
got
talking
like
to-
side.
He got sidelined.
He got sidelined.
But it's
I was
like
like,
we have
come
to drag
on.
out the old formula at some point. It is. You're right. It is the.
The tech guy trying to.
What's the
Tim Cook.
Apple guy?
Tim.
The fucking the pass away.
Oh,
The-
Steve
the
Jobs.
Steve Jobs kind of thing. You know, he's intelligent. He's trying to be kind. He's very soft spoken. That kind of thing.
But he's
And
actually a dick trying to kill the world.
he's fucking a dick that's trying to. But you never actually never fucking says that kind of shit. He just gets mad. It's like maybe throughout the whole film he kind of does want to help, but he's just an idiot. Right?
they
Because he never
release-
what I'm really doing is this. No, there's
release-
not a scene like that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he caused like the mass extinction of human beings,
Yeah.
sort of.
He
Or
doesn't care.
I just I don't know if this person saw the film before us, but I saw this random comment on Twitter or something somewhere where it's like you could play a drinking game for how many times motherfucking what's
like
his
it's
fucking name?
Owen.
God damn it.
Chris
Owen
Pratt?
does this. Chris Pratt or Owen does this. So I was counting that. I think it happens like more than 8 times. And it happens with raptors that are not blue. You know, and it's like, but I thought we established that the reason why he can do this with those raptors is because he grew up.
He was
They
their
had
alpha.
He was their alpha. He had a combination, but now all of a sudden, this is like a Jedi power.
Maybe
so
he's like
expect this
Crocodile
kind
Dundee.
of stuff.
Yeah.
we should watch Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, I don't know, and there's just so many things that don't make sense that my head exploded after a while, and I was like, okay, so we're just gonna roll with the ridiculousness. And some films do that. Some films embrace that. But it was just so stupid, and I wasn't really on board. I was already knocked out.
Was like I want to tell you how bad it was with one sentence.
Okay, perfect.
But I don't know if this is spoiler
Spoilers.
territory.
You know what?
Who
Fuck
gives a
it,
shit?
Joe.
It's
Let's
a
go.
Jurassic Park
Let's
movie. No one
Owen
dies.
promises Blue, hey, I will bring your kid back.
Uh-huh.
He promises Dinosaur that he's gonna bring the kid back, and he's like, okay,
You know
thank
what's
you,
so
Owen.
funny, Joe? It's
Thank
like
you,
that is
Owen,
the
for
least
bringing
of my problems. That's like at the
I was like,
very
what-
bottom. It's like for me, within the world of Jurassic
just
Park, it makes
everything.
sense because he's grown up
That's
with
the cherry
Blue.
on top for
I
me.
know, I know, but for
It's
me,
like,
it's
really?
like that's
Come
the.
on, on
there
top
are
of
so
everything.
many
I did love
things.
when Ian Malcolm looks at him and he says, "You made a promise to a dinosaur," and
Yeah.
he's like, "You're stupid."
The film
it's
makes,
like this.
The film makes it. Yeah.
Even Ian Malcolm, even at one point in the movie, looks and goes, "I didn't like Jurassic World."
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, me neither.
So it has no. How do I put this? It feels so tired, even the main actors, because there's no sense of wonder anymore. There's no sense of discovery. The original had this amazing sense of wonder, discovery, heart, purpose, and this is just meandering, and it's lost the magic by the end of this. This is the 6th or 7th.
I think it's 6th.
6th, something like that. And it just lacks a lot of the tension and suspense in these sequences. You know, it's just by the numbers, and then okay, we have to have the fight at the end, so we get the fight at the end, and then man, it feels so much like the end of Fallen Kingdom, and then it also feels so much like the end. It's like they're
Like the first
redoing it, like
one,
every having these like little mini movies, little mini moments is a collection of mini moments that are that are
just
supposed to
trying
be
to reel
crowd
you in.
pleasers.
Yeah.
Supposed to be crowd pleasers, but by this time, I'm already so knocked out of the film with its nonsense and its weak script that I don't really care. It's just CGI to me. There are a few practical effects. That's it. The movie's real uneven. Like sometimes the CGI looks great, and then sometimes it's not so great, and then sometimes the practical effects look great, and then sometimes not so great. So I don't know. I just didn't care about the little girl. Didn't care about.
The grasshoppers?
Claire and Owen, and did not care about the locusts. They even have an ending for the scientist guy, the Asian guy who's always behind all of these things.
Oh,
they
not
even
this
give
guy.
him. They even give him, this like it's
Closure.
everybody, gets a little something. It's just not. I don't know. I think it's done. And they said it's done.
I hope so.
It's now done. Yeah. If they do it again, it's going to have to be, a reboot of some kind.
No,
so,
don't.
are you guys saying that there's nothing here for people to enjoy and go out and turn their brains off?
No, I think you should just.
Because that's what I was doing in the previous film, and I was defending it from you guys, and now all of a sudden I'm on your side, and I feel like I've betrayed all the people who can turn their brains off. But this is just turn your brain off too far for me.
It is. It's getting fucking ridiculous. At this point, just wait. There's no need to rush out and watch this. It is.
It doesn't know what it is.
I went in there expecting garbage.
Yeah.
And I got it's
garbage.
lower than that. And I was like, Jesus.
Okay, well, let's go to final verdict so that we can actually talk about. This so overstuffed. I can't even go through it. I'm gonna have to open up fucking. No, they don't have a plot synopsis. Fuck. We're gonna do our best in
There's
spoilers.
2 plots. So we already gave them 2 plots.
There's 2
Oh,
plots.
there's more.
That's
Wait,
it.
okay,
Oh,
go ahead.
what?
Yeah, so get final verdict. Final verdict.
For me, this is gonna be a 3. I did not enjoy it. The runtime was way too long. It really dragged on.
How about the new characters? I forgot to talk
I don't
about that.
care about the new characters
okay.
really.
Mm-hmm.
They were I don't hate them, but they're just kind of in the background. I didn't like the plots. Either one didn't work for me, and the runtime was super long. It just the editing was all over the place.
Too few dinosaurs.
The cuts were just I couldn't even fucking keep. I was like, wait a minute, they're just jumping around.
Mm-hmm.
It was shitty editing,
Yeah.
and too many. Oh, what a coincidence! What a coincidence!
What a coincidence!
Oh, what a coincidence!
Right at that moment, this thing happens. That is non-stop the entire fucking time.
Yeah,
And at some
it's
point, you're like,
how are they going to write this out? It's like, oh,
I
he's
looked
here.
over my
he's
girlfriend.
Here. We'll
I
do
even looked
this.
over at Joe. I was like,
rolling my eyes. So a lot of that, and also I went in there. It's like, okay, we're gonna see dinosaurs and how humans live with them now.
yeah.
That's not what we got. We really got
Yeah.
they show
There's a
less
little
than
at the
5
beginning.
minutes
Yeah.
or something, and then we go back to the original. It's like, oh, this is
we
all
get
in
back on the
caves.
island, yeah.
Yes, I'm like, well, that's not really what I wanted, but
Mm-hmm.
sure, I'll try. At the end, it just fucking lost me.
Yeah. Okay. Alex.
I think that if you're the kind of person that truly can be entertained by fucking nothing, then you'll like this. I also
like
think that you're
B-movies.
bad for movies, and I mean that completely and totally honestly. If you go into a movie like this and you get on your fucking phone and you go to Rotten Tomatoes like these fucking idiots that we were reading earlier, and I love this movie, and if
we'll get to these things
later. No, but this is important. You liking this movie means that we are going to get more shit like this movie versus stuff like Top Gun Maverick, right? I love summer blockbusters. I love dumb action movies. This is so far over into the realm of ridiculousness and nonsense and poor writing and editing and bad music. They have an epic, truly epic score to be playing. And they didn't use it. It was played a few times.
A few jingles they hold for a little bit, and then they let it go.
And then they completely let it go. They have this world that could be interesting. They do nothing with it. They have these characters that we know and love. They really don't do anything with it. We have 2 stories smashed together that don't work. And when they finally get together, we do get some interesting moments. But this is an absolute shit show. It is not a good movie. It is not even entertaining. I don't even want to say it's entertaining.
For small bursts. And it's too far and few between. It's like we've seen all this before. The writing is so bad. I can't justify it any more than that. It's Contrivance, the movie.
You have to sit down, and I want you to be honest with yourself. It's like, is this the kind of movie that you want to see the movie industry making over the next 10 years? Is this the kind of movie that you want your kids to be watching?
You ask the lady to our left and the people behind you.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably
yes.
sitting over there chewing on her pen the entire time, or just doing whatever, staring at her keys because there's something shiny on there. But it's like, this is awful, and it's going to get a high audience score, and it's going to make it lower my faith in fucking humanity more, because this is not good. This is not a good product. And I like summer blockbusters. We all gave a 10 out of 10 to Maverick, right?
Yes.
That was an
Yes.
amazing
That
summer
was a great
blockbuster.
film.
Because
Great
you can
film.
have dumb action summer blockbusters competently shot and written. And this was none of those things. It's, I don't know.
What are you gonna give it?
Yeah, what are you giving it?
I was going to give it almost the same score as the one last time before, but I'm actually going to go down because the editing is terribly
It
poor, and because it felt like 6 hours long, I'm going to take away a point. It's a 3.
3. Wow. Story by Derek Connolly and Colin Trevorrow.
Shame
so
on you.
He added to that, and then for the screenplay it was Colin Trevorrow, and then they brought in Emily Carmichael.
Take their
to do-
pens or crayons away.
Yeah. Take the crayons away. Emily did
Dinosaur.
Pacific Rim Uprising is what she did.
Wasn't a big fan. I know you liked it.
I liked it, yeah, but I couldn't even defend this. Like when you're at like fucking 19 fucking stupid contrivances, I'm out. And that hit it, helmet it just in time, and definitely because of the thing. Oh, and they were at the world is so small. They were in the exact same location and in a massive fucking city or a massive fucking island, right at the exact moment that they need to. Like that happened 17 goddamn times. And I defended the last film. And this film has individual action sequences that are better than the last film, right? So that's what makes it weird. But no, I liked it less. We have completely lost steam.
Yes.
The last film in the franchise, for me, ends with a whimper. Yeah, there's some little entertaining dinosaur fights, and you pay to see. They feel like the audience always pays to see T-Rex fight something, so they have to throw it in at the end, and it's literally like a minute long, and you're like, why was it there? There was literally just, I mean, you're just retreading old stuff. Anyways, so you did 3 and 3. I'm gonna say this is a 4. I slightly more just for some of these entertaining sequences here and there, but getting to each one. I mean, we wasted so much time with this new side plot with this new pilot lady and the goddamn spy CIA special agent
what is this now?
across the world. What are we
Is this Jurassic
doing?
Park?
Can we go to the dinosaurs now, please? And I don't know, man. And then the number of contrivances and conveniences it was too much for me. So 4 out of 10, and yeah, that's. And if you like it, that whatever. This is definitely a turn your brain off film, but it's too far even for me. And I'm the one that was defending these new Jurassic Worlds in Fallen Kingdom. In our last review in 2018, and I just can't defend this anymore. So I'm jumping off. I mean, it's over, but it sucks that it had to end like that because it's all the original cast, and it was kind of cool seeing them back.
It was cool, but they didn't get shit to do really.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for us. We'll go into a little bit of spoilers here for you guys, for those that have seen it, and if not, thank you so much for watching. We'll bye-bye.